All right, welcome to my channel. This is Zoe World Astrology. Sorry, I'm lighting this Palo Santo. This is Zoe World Astrology, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about the upcoming full moon on October 1st, which is the Aries full moon, girl. And yeah, I'm just gonna do a slight overview. I low-key want to start doing these a little bit sooner, so you have time to process and stuff, but whatever, what I'm saying, whatever. So the full moon is going to be in Aries, and so I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the aspects and like maybe possibly what be going on, what might pop off in your world, girl. So for anyone who has Aries placements like in a big three, even the Venus, or any Aries placements actually, you're gonna be heavily affected, especially if you're like in the early part of Aries, like let's go about 4 degrees to like 17, 16 actually, like 16 degrees of Aries or Libra or Capricorn, or what's the other one? Capricorn, Libra, Aries. Does he? Oh, Cancer. Girl, Cancer. Okay. So either way, if you're in those degrees, or if you're like an early degree of those signs, then you'll definitely be affected. But regardless, we're all going to be affected for real. Just how this full moon is really set up, girl. If nothing happens to you personally, I feel like things are going to be happening around you. So for sure, still tap in and see and look around. Also look to the areas where Aries falls in your chart, what house it is, because that's going to probably show you really where you're going to be affected. So y'all, okay, so first thing about this Aries full moon is that it is going to be conjunct Chiron in Aries. Now Chiron is transiting in Aries, and it's going to be transiting in Aries, I believe, for like another 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. Girl, I'm literally, yeah. So it's going to be transiting in Aries for 8 years. If I'm wrong, baby, correct me, but also Google it, because I could be wrong, because sometimes I be messing this little, I be forgetting which planets I'm talking about, because it be hella shit going on. But regardless, so it's going to be this long-term transit when it comes to themes associated with Chiron and Aries. Now, Chiron is the wounded healer, and Chiron in your chart is really about, okay, where you have this wound, where you may, not really have the confidence, shit like that. But it's kind of like your Achilles heel for real. That's like the best way to really put it. It's like your Achilles heel. But basically, you're supposed to take that energy, know that that's, a place of weakness for you. You're supposed to turn it, and you're supposed to basically help others. And by helping others, it should heal you, as best it can. Because, I don't know. Yeah, as best it can. So, with Chiron being in Aries and transiting, this is going to be affecting everyone. So we're going to have these themes of like just inadequacy and can I do it? Is it possible for me to do it? We're going to have inadequacies when it comes to independence. Do you feel like you really have the spark to get up and go? It kind of relates to what I was talking about in the last episode with Mars retrograde. But with Chiron, it's like it hurt for real. So it can also feel like, it honestly just ain't fun. So with Chiron and Aries, like I said, independence, getting shit done, fight or flight, your ability to be aggressive, your ability to be assertive, what else? Your actual physical body, because Aries does kind of rule over like your body, girl. So you know, and your ability to do things. The body is a vehicle for the soul. So basically, it's like health, your inner masculine, as well if you're, you know, a man or mass presenting, or, you know, however you identify, is going to feel wounded. So with this moon conjuncted, it can be another reminder of like, all right, you have this going on, you might want to look at this, girl, you know. Or it could be a lot of emotional issues that come from that place of wounding. You may be very reactive, very irritable because of that place of wounding. All right, so the ruler of Aries is Mars. And this is important because the moon is in Aries. So you want to go look to the ruler, see what aspects it's making, to kind of help you figure out, you know, what else is like. We can't just, I know it's very easy for you to just be like, oh, Aries, fight, yell, scream, punch. Like, but when you get into astrology, you want to look at the full spectrum. Like, it's a whole chart going on, girl. You gotta look into them aspects. But it's good that everyone doesn't rush. But that's why sometimes it can be very generic when you have like these, okay, full moon, release anger. But it's like, okay, hold on. You know, let's look into the full chart, what's going on in the world. Do you really need to release your anger? Really? Or do you need to just figure out how to channel that energy? But regardless. So the ruler of Aries is retrograde in Aries. Okay, so this is, we got like, we're doubled down out here. Like, it's all over the place. Aries energy is very potent right now. So it's going to be a theme. Fighting is going to be a theme. Confidence to get done what you need to get done. Getting shit done is the theme right now. Like, everything just feel like we amped up. We in here. You feel me? So anyways, Mars is going to be retrograde at 24 degrees Aries. And it's also going to be conjunct Lilith and trine Venus, as well as trine the South Node in Sagittarius. I'm going to start making videos if y'all want me to like get into these placements and like what all of this means, because like I understand I'm just saying shit, and like if you haven't like really started to look into astrology, like I understand that sometimes this shit y'all be like, I don't even care for real. You know, I'm trying to keep this one PG because the last one is not for the kids. So we trying to keep PG now. Semi PG 13, okay? So but if y'all want me to make videos to like explain like what's the South Node, what's the North Node, you know what I'm saying, just let me know and I can do that. But regardless, so it's also going to be, like I said, trine the South Node and Sagittarius. Now, I will get into the South Node and the North Node. These are basically where, for me, okay, so this is how I feel about transiting South Nodes and North Nodes. I feel like they highlight collectively where we're going to have a whole bunch of engagement with these certain ideas. And it's kind of like a karmic thing. So the North Node right now in Gemini, everyone has to, you know, with it being in Gemini right now, and the South Node is going to be like the past lives and past things. Right now, you see with everything going on with COVID, Sagittarius rules long distance travel. We're restricted from long distance traveling and going to certain different countries and stuff like that because of COVID. And there's a lot of restriction just with like different god damn. I hate when my brain do this. With different countries. But especially for the US, we're restricted because of this COVID. And so we can't really travel long distances, like we're restricted. And Sagittarius is like long distance travel, going to different cultures, experiencing different cultures. So we're kind of stuck in our local, if you want to think about it, like local streets. Like we have to really be more in the community which is more Gemini. So, but regardless, this this Mars retrograde is trining the South Node. But I just want to talk about that because we basically have a trine, a grand fire trine going on. So it's kind of lit, but it's still like, you know, we still have our certain restrictions. So regardless. So with Mars retrograde being conjunct in Lilith and trine Leo at 28 degrees, and Venus is going to be going out of Leo very soon. I feel like it's more of a feminine anger. You know, the moon is in Aries as well, which is also feminine. But when it comes to like Lilith, this is like feminine rage, bitch. Like when women get mad compared to men, it's like a whole different ball game. So it's going to be more talking about the unbridled feminine, you know, one sexuality, but also just her own rage and anger. You know what I'm saying? So I think that especially for women, because the moon cycles do affect us so much, if you are someone whose cycle lines up with the full moon, girl, stay at home. You know what I'm saying? Chill out, because you're going to be on 10 this time. Like, you may really just flip on everybody. Literally, just flip. So, you want to look into that. But also, it's just about our inner feminine. I feel like it's a very strong feminine streak. And like I was saying, if you don't follow me on Twitter, that's cool. But if you watch Lovecraft, the episode dropping tonight is about Hippolyta being the queen Amazon. And so Aries and the moon also has to do with feminine warrior archetypes. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited because it's going to highlight her story, even though, you know, the full moon's in a couple days, but still, I feel like on a collective level, it's like we see so much in film and like TV and through music about, you know, what's going on. And I just think it's so timely. So I hope you all are watching Lovecraft. And if you're not watching Lovecraft, then you're dumb. But if you are watching Lovecraft, tap in, because I love Lovecraft. But whatever. So I'm going to watch the episode, and I hope this is going to be great. But anyways, yeah, so basically we're going to see a lot of... that also ties into that grand fire trine, because it's Sagittarius. No, the Sagittarius South Node, like I was saying, is about the past. Also, Sagittarius are also linked to that. Well, all fire sign women are linked to that warrior archetype. Aries was in the field, but Sagittarius are like the archers and all of that stuff. They're the wild women. So you can also see with Hippolyta, because she is the Greek Amazonian queen. If you look it up, go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. You're going to see, you know, that feminine archetype again. Like I was saying, especially with trine Venus and Leo. So Leo is like film. It's beyond film, but it's also like acting and like shit like that. Oh, I just connected it right now, girl. It's going. But yeah, so it's going to be great. I will watch the episode now that I made that connection. But, so you will have these themes coming up about self-assertion, lack of momentum, feeling this paralysis, because the sun is still in Libra, and Libra wants to be fair and wants to get along. But I think that with the full moon being in Aries, it's like, girl, sometimes you gotta pop people. You know, you have to be assertive for it actually to be fair. You know, like, you feel me? Like, sometimes you just gotta do that. Also, I'm reading my notes. Internally, there can be pain brought about about crucifying people for their anger issues. So, especially women, you know, they love the angry black girlless all day. So, I think that if you felt a lot of wounding when it comes to that, or you've been identifying with that angry black girl archetype, look into it. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're wrong, you're bad, but I just want you to look into it. Maybe think about how it's affecting you now, whether it's something you want to put down or if it's something you want to pick up. Like, it's all on you, sis, or sir. But yeah, so what else? Oh, okay, so the Mars retrograde is also sextile the North Node in Gemini. So I feel like a lot of healing and a lot of this energy is going to be a lot easier for you to heal yourself and to just get it out effectively by writing it out or speaking about it ahead of time. So try your best to like chill out. But also, you know, you might have to go get a journal, write it out, or be on your Issa Rae, and hit a little freestyle real quick. You feel me? Hit a little freestyle and cut somebody out in the freestyle. But yeah, just think of different ways to get that energy out, because how this shit is pent up is terrible. But Mars is also squaring Saturn and Pluto. Dang. But I feel like it was also, I don't think it's squaring Jupiter, but it is squaring Saturn and Pluto. So it can be feeling like, okay, I'm locked into something and I'm tired of it. So you're going to think about ways that you can break out of it, but also, like I said, use that Gemini energy of communication to get you out of it. Whether it's like you have to come up with a new contract, or like you have to make new promises with people, or hit a little walk, literal Gemini, hit a walk around the block. Just walk around the block, sis, and relax. But yeah, so that's all I really have for you right now. I don't want to say anything too much because I feel like a lot of people have already talked about it. But if you want to talk about it some more, hit me up. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on IG. It's Zota OG, period. When I'm done here, I don't have nothing else to say. Y'all have a good day.